Okay, thank you. Welcome to the zoning board for September 8th. If the members have an opportunity, I think you've reviewed the minutes from the last meeting. We have a motion on the minutes. Motion by Mark. Have a second?
Second.
Second by John. I'm sorry, all those in favor? That's unanimous.
Well, not really. I have to abstain. I wasn't here.
You have to abstain, right?
Same with
You're
John.
not on the notes. You missed the meeting.
Yes, I did.
You were sick.
I was sick.
You were sick. Okay. Just to get you a little updated on this, we have not received anything at all concerning any application on the 40B. We'll probably request Town Council Jerry Moody come in and meet with us if any board members want to have some clarity on the rules and the regulations. You'll be able to probably express some questions to Jerry and get some clarity if you have any questions concerning that. In the event this does, swing through and hits our board. Saying that, with that, the first hearing is on, what is the hearing?
It's the application of
It's
John
on the
and Teresa
application
Silva.
of John and Teresa Silver, 10 Whispering Pine Drive. Mary, I'm going to turn the meeting over to you.
Okay.
And I will be abstaining from this particular hearing, so I'll...
Okay, sitting on this will be myself, Dave Pine, John Dagny, Mark Casaloya, and Attorney Brian Falk. And Kelly, I'll just give you this to, do you have the attendance to?
I have it.
Okay, fine, all right. Okay, this is, it being at least 7:05. It's on the application of John F. and Teresa J. Silva of 10 Whispering Pine Road, Milford, Mass. for a special permit relief pursuant to the provisions of Section 3.1.2 and/or 3.1.3 of the zoning bylaw in relation to an 18,967 square foot, more or less, parcel of land located on the easterly side of Purchase Street, known and numbered 141 Purchase Street. The relief is sought in order to allow the petitioners to replace the structure previously on the premises which has been removed with a new residential structure to be erected in compliance with the applicable setback requirements of the zoning bylaw. Okay, on the application. Explain the reasons why you assert this. The special permit sought is in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the zoning bylaw, in that the bylaw specifically allows the use of property in the RB zone for single-family homes subject to the property setback and side yard requirements. The lot has 89.74 feet of width at the front yard setback, where 100 feet is required. In all other respects, the lot conforms to the bylaw requirements for the district, and thus the request for the issuance of a special permit/variance. The intent of the bylaw is to promote an efficient land use pattern which fosters a diversified tax base. The current home on the lot has deteriorated to the point where a complete tear down and replacement is more efficient and appropriate use of the lot. The proposed use of the premises will not create undue traffic congestion or impair pedestrian safety, since there will not be an increase in the number of families occupying the lot from which previously occupied the lot prior to the tear down. The proposed use of the premises will not cause harm to the neighborhood or create a nuisance or hazard affecting the health, safety, or general welfare of the public, in that the apparent use of the property will not change at all. Its appearance and impact on the neighborhood will improve. To not be allowed to tear down to be replaced will cause a hardship to the applicant. And then the planning board, at their hearing on August 19th, the planning board reviewed the petition listed above at their regularly scheduled meeting held on September 6th and recommends the following favorable. This is a letter from Larry Duncan. Dear Mr. Chairman, the applicant requests a ZBA special permit and/or variance to allow for the construction of a single-family dwelling on the subject property. The merged lots are not conforming as to width. The new house will comply with all setback requirements and replaces the prior house that was encroaching in the front yard but has been raised. All other applicable zoning requirements appear to be met. Therefore, I recommend a favorable report be forwarded to the Zoning Board of Appeals. And the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Attorney Fernandez.
Thank you. For the record, my name's John Fernandez. I'm an attorney here in Milford. I'm appearing with John Silva, who is one of the two owners. He and his wife, Teresa, own the property that's the subject of tonight's petition. The plan here shows that the property is located on Purchase Street at 141. As you're driving up Purchase Street, on the right-hand side, that's where this is found. It's a treed lot right now. There's been a sign on it for sale for some period of time. And previously in time, Mr. Silva has owned the lot with first a couple of other folks, and then he and his wife bought out those other people, and now he owns the lot. He and his wife own the lot completely. When it was originally purchased, the house that's shown here in blue, right in here, the original footprint, was in a deteriorated condition, an eyesore certainly, but also considered to be potentially dangerous within the neighborhood. And so they were approached by the town about taking the building down because they just didn't feel, the town didn't feel it was safe, and the individuals at that time did take it down. The lot is 18,000 square feet. It has adequate area, 15,000 is required. It meets the front yard, it meets the lot frontage requirements of the bylaw. It has a building envelope, which is here in yellow. The outline of the lot is here. You can see that Louisa Lake is back here. There's a strip of land in here owned by the town. This actually, by the original subdivision, is 2 lots that merged in together. That's why you see lots 31 and 32 on the petition. And so the only disability in terms of this lot vis-a-vis our bylaw is we have this unique provision in our bylaw where we require 90 feet of frontage but 100 feet of width. It's somewhat of an odd design that we end up with in that case, but under the current conditions this has 89, so it's just shy by less than 11 feet. Under our bylaw and under the law, Mr. Silva and Mrs. Silva could go in and build a house where the old house was located to the same approximate volume and without any permit. But what they want to do is not build it in that location under those circumstances and have sort of an older style looking house, but to build something more contemporary in more way of a standard contemporary colonial in here. And this is showing a footprint of 28 by 36 inclusive of the garage, so it's a modest couple of thousand square foot construction. And the house is shown approximately where they would build it. I'm not sure if the entire topographical work done to make sure it's the right location for the foundation and everything else is there, but it has sewer and water going to the site. But obviously, the requirement would be, and they would conform to stay within all the setbacks that are required in the district. And so the request to you today is for a special permit to be allowed to build other than its current the old location of the home and to the approximate size that's shown.
Okay.
Happy to answer any questions.
John, any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
I'm all set.
I'm all set. Mark?
Any questions?
Brian?
Nothing there.
Charlie? Okay, well, all right.
There isn't a butter present. I'm not sure if they wish to speak on it.
Okay, is there anyone here in the audience that is here on this petition?
I think we're all set. It sounds fine to us.
Okay, so you don't wish to be identified or speak?
Well,
I mean, that's fine, that's your choice.
So I'm Nancy DeRuvo, and I'm the trustee of the trust that owns the land at 145 on the side.
Okay, so you're one of the, you're a direct abutter?
Yeah.
Okay. You have any questions,
Kind of wanted to
concerns?
hear what was going on, if it was going to be a single-family home.
Oh, okay.
And to make
All
sure
right.
the setback was the same.
I'm sorry?
And to make sure the setback.
Oh, okay,
property
fine,
line was
okay.
within the-
Very good. Is there anyone else in the audience that is here on this petition? Okay. Then Attorney Fernandez, you have the last word before I close the hearing.
I
We take it under
appreciate
advisement.
your attentiveness to this, and I would just ask that you consider favorable action on it.
Okay, I'm going to close the hearing, and what is the pleasure of the board? Should we vote on this now?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by Dave, second by John. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay, it's unanimous.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
you're very welcome. Congratulations and
Thank you.
good luck.
Mary, you did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Very
Thank you, Mr.
smooth, Mary.
Pine.
Very
Thank you.
smooth. A lot less tension, a lot less.
I'm happy,
Okay, thanks, John.
I'm happy that comment was made.
John and John.
I'll have to remember that when the next time the board intervenes for an election.
All right.
Okay, that being after 7:10, this will be on the application of Joanne Callahan. Is Joanne here? Why don't you come on up to the front, please, next to the mic, Joanne? As I read this, why don't you make yourself comfortable? This is on the application on 3 Sumner Street, Milford, for special permit relief pursuant to sections 3.1.2 and/or 3.1.4 of the zoning bylaw in relation to a 4,400 square foot, more or less, parcel of land located on the easterly side of Sumner Street, owned by the petitioner and numbered as 3 Sumner Street. The special permit release is sought to permit the addition of a back deck and reconfiguration of the current porches. Currently on this panel, myself, Mary, David, John, Mark, and Charlie, we'll put Charlie on this one. Okay. Going through the application.
Dave, there's 5 full members here.
I'm sorry, you're right, there is. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right, I forgot myself at this time. So that will be the full 5 full members, I apologize. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, based on the application, the applicant was asked, explain the reason you assert the special permit is sought in harmony with the general purpose of the zoning bylaw. The applicant states it's basically improvement of the current porch as it's currently unsafe. Concerning the question, was the proposed use of the premises not create undue traffic or impair pedestrian safety? The applicant states no effect on traffic or pedestrian safety. And constraining that will the proposed use of the premises not cause harm to the neighborhood or create a nuisance or hazardous affecting the health, welfare, and safety of the public. The applicant says prevent issues from, by removing some old crumbling porches that apparently need some work. This was reviewed by the planning board on September 6th. They recommend favorable action on this particular application. Town planner indicates the rear porch will extend to the building line. The new front porch will replace and extend the existing porch to wrap around to the south side of the house. All other zoning requirements appear to be met, therefore he recommended that a favorable report be sent off to this board. With that in your packages, I believe there's a plan. So, why don't you go ahead and give us an indication of what you're doing? I see we have a plot plan in here. Is this the building plan itself? Everybody have copies of these?
No, it was all over the place, I couldn't get the copies.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, so you,
Just pass that around.
all right, why don't we do this then? Why don't we pass this down? It looks like it's the existing, there's a picture of the existing house here, and also this is the plan for the porch. I'll send it this way if someone wants to take a look at that quickly. And while we're doing that, just give us a little background on what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna put on Nana's porch.
You're gonna put back Nana's porch, so the current porch,
I have 2, a small back one
okay.
near the entrance door and one in the front.
Okay.
And I just wanted to connect them around to each other, similar to a lot in the neighborhood. Ease of
That's the-
access.
That's the layout, Brian, Mark, and crew down there, if you wanna send that down.
Out of low-maintenance material that doesn't need to be painted and sanded.
Currently, the condition of the porch is pretty bad.
Yes. It's about 50-something years old.
The back porch
This
is
is my
about
father.
50 years old. The front porch is somewhere in the neighborhood, about 70 years old. Both of them have a roof over it currently. And primarily what she's doing is connecting the 2 porches. First thought was to replace what's existing, but it didn't match the idea she has in her head to relate to her grandmother's original wishes. She's bought the grandmother's house. And so what we want to do is just connect it.
And
Involves
it's-
moving a window and adding more roof.
And you're not enclosing it, it's gonna be all open,
Yeah,
correct?
farmer's type style.
Looks great.
And it is, and from the houses on the street, if you take from Granite Street down to Main Street, there's only 2 houses currently that could pass the current bylaws as far as setbacks and side requirements. So it's not changing the appearance or the condition of the neighborhood, so.
Okay, we have questions. John, I'll start at your end of the table.
Again, no questions?
John,
Mr. Fine?
anything?
I'm all set.
I'm all set too.
Set, Mark?
Yeah, I went by there today. You're knocking on the front one, you're knocking on the rear one, and you're gonna make a farmer's porch right around the side of the house.
And then the addition of a small deck in the back.
That was my next question. How big's the one in the back of the?
Is there a plan for
You're
that?
not gonna jog, there's a jog in the house.
Do you have a plan for that one?
Yep, it should be in there too.
It's shown on
There
here.
it is,
Oh, okay.
One, we wanted to have to do this once.
Now, is that an open back porch, or is there gonna be an open?
That's an addition, there's nothing back there now, there's kind of a jog from the.
You follow
But is
it.
it gonna be covered?
Just following
No.
the house line.
Oh, okay,
Follow
fine,
the house
fine.
line, an open deck with
Good
a
with this?
stairway to the
Okay.
You
backyard.
wanna see the back porch? I don't know if you guys got a copy. See that?
It's the only place I get morning sun.
Brian, you have any questions?
I don't, Mr. Chairman.
Charlie?
No, I'm all set.
Everybody's all set? Okay, what we'll do is, we'll certainly give you your last words. We're gonna close the hearing. If you have any last words you'd like to say, now's your time.
I appreciate your work, thank you.
Okay, all right, thanks so much. We'll close the hearing. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mary. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mark. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's unanimous. Congratulations. There's a 20-day appeal period at this point. Anybody within that 20-day appeal period can appeal our decision we gave you tonight.
Okay.
So you can't really do anything until that period. You'll get something from town council. Because it's a special permit, you should probably get that recorded at the Worcester Registry when you get it.
I should get it recorded.
You should get it
and registered.
recorded.
Okay,
Okay? Once you get it,
so about
Have an
20
attorney.
days before I could do anything?
for 20 days, yeah. And you'll get a letter from town council authorizing all of that, but you're good to go. All right?
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Great job, Dave.
Okay, I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
We have a motion to close the
adjourn.
hearing.
I'd make a
Favor?
motion to adjourn, I should say.
That's unanimous. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend. Thank you.